Next up, we have a hack that was requested by the author, but yet again, I think this is another case of where I'm doing it a year after the request was made. Plus, this guy's permanently banned on Super Mario Central, so what are the chances he's gonna see it? But well. GameplaysDetonados. Again, I still can't go over the... Everything's gonna have something to do with Super Mario World in the title, almost. Like, new Super Mario World, then insert another sort of game title here, the 8 gold eggs. Well, when it comes to 7 and 8, generally makes sense as there's usually 7 to 8 worlds in a Romhack, so you can see why 7 would be in the title and stuff like that. Mario's house. So yeah, he has a place to live. And... oh, not bad. I guess it's just a place where you can get a power-up, because it really does not look like there's anything else you can do here. Nope, that's it. Mushroom Plains. Okay, in fact, I think this whole hack is kind of styled like Super Mario Bros. In a way, or All-Stars. This level is definitely styled like Super Mario Bros. 1, Mushroom Plains. There's kind of a lot of power-ups in the level, if you ask me. Oh shit, there's like a lot of them. I just ran into 3. Let me guess. Oh my god, 4! And there's 5. No, I'm not kidding. This is actually real. Right, Yoshi Hills actually still styled like All-Stars, but this actually looks like something out of Super Mario Bros. 3. Yoshi. Makes the game really easy. Oh, when we get a cape in the second level. Okay, so Yoshi Hills is Super Mario Bros. 3 like level, and there's really not much else to say about it. It's kind of a similar deal, because it's still a real early game level, and there's not much you can do without making it too hard. Okay, the first thing I'm noticing immediately is the fact that there's way too many power-ups in the game. Like here, this block had a Yoshi and the one above it had a feather. It's like the power-ups have no meaning at this point. Especially considering there's another one there. And oh, let me guess. A Yoshi. You have to be a real dumbass to get your ass handed to you in the first world, I can only imagine. It has to be the mushroom pit. Mainly because we have the auto-scrolling with the moving mushrooms on a layer 2. I'm guessing that background is likely layer 3. Needless to say, I like where this is going, especially for an early game stage. It definitely makes the love game feel a little more alive and different from the usual, but it also is not too hard at the same time, so it's not going overboard and overkill. Okay, this looks like a tricky part. I guess you have to wait for the mushroom to come down, or just do a... Actually, you don't wait for the mushroom to come down. You just do a jump. And you have to make sure you clear it. Yeah. I wonder who's gonna wait for the mushroom to come down and just lose it because of that. Swamp Fortress! It actually looks like a Super Mario World level all of a sudden. It looks like a Fortress level too. Except the only thing that really stands out on the sword top here for whatever reason is the Super Mario Bros. 3 All-Stars music. Maybe because it looks like a really... It actually looks like a pure vanilla level, aside from the music and the Hammer Brother. Other than that, this would have been fine in a pure vanilla hack. No custom palettes, no map 16, just drag and drop objects, that is it. Now we got double back. Okay, now we're inside the fortress. And yeah, another feather. See what I mean about him just littering these all over the place like there's no meaning to him anymore? Is that gonna happen in the later stages of the game? Was this going to happen in, like, let's say, like, last world of the game or something? I've already talked about really disappointing endgames for Romhacks, like Panic at the Mushroom Kingdom. That was like the level design was mostly repeated, so most of the stuff you did in World 8, you've probably already done it, so it's really not hard at all. And the first boss is a homing swamp boss. This guy can go to hell. Forever. Probably the most overused boss in the history of Super Mario World ROM hacking? Aside from vanilla bosses, I think. Most overused custom bosses? That's debatable. This guy can definitely nominate for it, I'm sure of it. You know what's even more annoying? The fact that all these arenas look the same too. It's not just the same boss, but the arenas are all just empty rooms with it just dropping the bombs, and that's it. Most of the time, it's just that same arena, same stage layout for the boss. Mushroom Forest, I like this one. Again, trying to be a little different here. Yeah, nice Super Mario RPG music. I think I've heard this recently. Forest Maze. It takes place in a nice forest with a mushroom background. It's still a relatively easy level, because it's World 1, so it's understandable. And again, with the Hammer Brothers not being just straight in your way, like, there's their own platforms, you can just run under them if you choose to do so. And now we're jumping on vines. So it goes by really quickly if you're just running at full speed, and not even having to worry about making your mark. And then we get to the ghost house in the game. The first one, Lost Manor. And I'm willing to bet it's gonna play out like almost every other ghost house ever will. Find your way through the house. It's not immediately obvious as to where the exit is. Because ever since Super Mario did it, every ghost house in existence almost had to do it like this. Just why? I heard that even in Mario fan games they're like this. Same ghost houses even in fan games that try and be original. How's that end up happening? Well, I see this one's going with the on-off blocks route. Definitely something you don't see, like, every day. In ghost houses, usually just try to find the right door, but here with the on-off blocks, it's a little more unique, I guess. But it's not too hard to find out which way that is. And then after that, you get something a little different. Rather than just stumbling around the ghost house, you get a vertical section that scrolls on its own. Maybe this is a more straightforward ghost house than I thought. And then we'll have a section with a rising tide. And ghost to dodge, no surprise. Not too long after that section, it starts raining berries, or apples, or I don't even know. It's raining freaking green berries. What the hell? And to be surprised that Mario didn't get taken out by one of those. Bowser's Castle. As the World 1 Castle, I'm feeling this is going the route of New Super Mario Bros. On DS, where you fight Bowser in the first castle, you kill him, and then he'll get revived somehow by the end of the game. It's a really generic castle level, but except it has that lava tide to deal with. Your ordinary Super Mario style castle level with all the enemies from it, so there's not much to be surprised about. Fireballs, grinders on lines, grinders on ground, ball and chains, dry bones. Yeah, very Super Mario styled, but has music from New Super Mario Brothers and, well, background from probably from Super Mario Brothers 3, but yeah. There's really not much to say about this because I've covered it many times already. The second half is more empty in terms of enemies. Sure, that's the first enemy in this room, but it's layer 2, so it's kind of hard to put a bunch of enemies with this layer 2. But yeah, this is mostly focused on the moving ground and having to keep out of the lava than it is dodging the enemies. What then precedes that is a hallway with Bowser flames. Yeah, 2 power-ups. I still can't believe he's doing this. And then the fight against Bowser, which is easier than ever, considering all the power-ups you get. You don't even need to worry at all! You can just run right through him, hit the switch, he'll fall through, and that's it! He gives you 2 power-ups before, you don't even need to worry about it, because you can just sacrifice him, and that's it! One of the easiest bosses in Super Mario Romhacking history. I had a feeling this was going to happen, that was a fake Bowser. Super Mario Brothers and the Lost levels, you fought 7 fake Bowsers before encountering the real one, so I'm not surprised. And then you get the first golden egg. And since there's 8 golden eggs, I'm assuming the full version would have had 8 worlds.